Anuanom, me church amunya na me de Daddy Fred. Mo amunim emre aso. Na sisi a me ne mo kasei Nyankopon adom yenya NPP Amanyoko, one of the presidential aspirants ewo ha. Eye onimonyamfo Kwabena Agyapong. Jumadi mo share live for YouTube, the announcer newspaper wo YouTube ko Facebook so mo share live ewo ho. Na said you see ehye mo bono abre nyina ne nsem ekoso Ghana ene ebo ho da ro e mamoti mo ama no ne country ba bia mo hwe bia no ya mamoti nsem a ekoso ewo Ghana ene eye da so no nko NPP opanyini kese ba ko a wadi party na nimu ache why general secretary pen wa party ne kwan bebre so ene waduru ha Massachusetts ha ye ne no ADD enkomo enti erade adom waba sei no na o say that difference be o hye bia me hwehwe no nam ne na twetwe enkomo tinne honorable Kwabena Agyapong Nyankopon adom me ne no ewa ha honorable patriot say yo enti sesi a me no ka say waba Massachusetts ha na dia ben na edobai.
Oh, normally, say, Jamo Busia Kakawa, Tina, me back it to Abakuna, OU school, and not to
Joe.
But Miss Meko baby, Ghana baby, a British man baby, a Mekono. A kuna, I say, in MPP, no, and you kunkwa, it's more like a family. Until wherever I get to know, my first point of call, I'm a Pessimini party for no share. And I'm said to do no so any say. Nipa akofa forms say pese ejina as presidential candidate in Meka. Inti me ko baby I do the right thing. Me share party form penny for a one putima. The middle America ya na me bo US for branch chair na amane. Can say my bedroom hand. So otese bia me ni New Jersey and New York for kasa ana bibia na je say at least amame ho kwan
so ni am pekasa kakra yo so far no yanya na interest wa pick forms officially say MPP akonya no obegina bi no kra bi wom
no kra na me ni hade na so me kon me all the arrangements are possible say me team no enko fa forms no because many abre say you medie na me si mani so sem di si mani so no idea many abriseme
jo ya beda wase na so de ben pa botaye pa ne si wani so ntia opesa opre akonwa no
the here ne say oman no baby I bedru after 30 years of democracy since 1992 a kabima men kabi amemo certainty mo Ghana emre na so am fu say say ye ensesa kese eba oman no sanse say meka e affect ye nyina as Ghanaians. The mum dear say young politicians, ye na see dear no more because ye near to about mine, say I'm sure of mine and she share of mine. Now, share the state of our economy, Ghana for sitting more, and then maybe I say a share, not yes. And this old team campaigner, the Americans say it is time for us to create a new dawn in the politics of our country. See, a new dawn and interest and say, near mammy and son. One, Ghana, Emra. We have to ensure that we enforce law and order. Nature say emra yedi any DNA ebuo to say that buchira ba bibia ye adwuma. Sa na se ba. And not true na eha oman no. Say economy Ghana ya practicing e ma bebre. Nanso so because we are not implementing the right decisions, we are not enforcing the law and order for our country. And no na aha ekese. I want to get in there, enforce law and order in our country, and also say Ghana sikasem obi be ne basano afa ne ho adi e ade ba ko
no pa kire say sikasem so be ne basano afa ne ho adi o pa kire
say wo hwe na say auditor general's report now hwe sikapudu ayira ebi wo ha misapplied ebi wo ha just plain pilfering enso so yen twe obi aso eno de say Kwabena Agyapong president that won't happen.
And you purchase
impose order and also a very strong penalty regime. Because a penalty
regime.
Just say, it will discourage any person say the Juma shall say Number two,
I'm not your post for me. I'm unfortunately say any ketas share koso proye.
Ina ye one to boom man chiro city am pese mekana. Direction no be
mate, because
Me my vision for the new dawn.
Okay.
And then me vision for a new Ghana.
Okay.
So on them children. And no need here make say. Say o man no best san ejina ye leaders no so. Yesu ne e ban ne niema ye beye e na be ma Ghana fo nya gidie say ye asesa ana ya chechire ye. Ewiase aye wo. Wo hwe Ghana ye budgets for the last several years. There be a sika ye nya no enso de edie. So it's getting to a point that we have to cut our coat according to the size of cloth available to us. So we cannot continue to be running a deficit budget. It means we also. Now we take a critical look at ourselves and cut down the waste in society. In my view, there's a lot of waste in the public systems. And yet a hankwan America no and anya afe in America ubi a wedi mechi bia be hu say many years ago, even when I was press secretary to President Kufuor in the 2000s, these were my views. And my views have been very consistent. One, we have to reduce the size of government. So a constitution is not for nothing. And a constitutional framework no say we should not exceed more than 19 cabinet ministers. Then said they are giving us an indication of the size of government that we should have. And so president after president after president has operated with large governments. And today is not something I would do. I will respect the cabinet limit of 19. I also ensure say, only one deputy per minister. That brings you to 38. If you add the 16 regional ministers, a team of 54 for a country of 31 million Ghanaians should be enough to be able to. We need to build a very lean, mean, efficient, and effective state machinery that delivers to the satisfaction of the Ghanaian people. Inti, the here say, Sakita Sishene Proeni. Once you titim a memoir ye, na you make sure say the laws are there. The law does not favor any individual. Wow, when you fall foul of the law, you've got to be punished. Yeah, sir. Potential culprits no be who's there be. So those are the things I'm looking at. And then value for money. Ghana, idea I see a demand a buy be a 10 cities. It me turn ban a buy 50 cities. I can tell for the me share your data you war as a country. Most of it is buried in graft. When I say it's buried in graft, because a lot of our projects are over invoiced. So on them children. A coin near you, a dime near you. And last week I think I saw some very viral video. I call around they say ambulance BD and they are copied Dubai.
Dubai, yeah.
What people have not looked at is even the cost of the ambulance. When I look at me, simple arithmetic, mostly 26 units, plus $4 million. Just a we calculation. That small Toyota Hayes ambulance is costing $156,000. How possible?
How possible?
Because Toyota Hayes and cost us a DM equipment a dear shemua enti a door so anti as to me do $156,000. Because a idea happen or mine. Those are the things that I want to put a stop to. Into proper procurement, making sure say we have value for money and selective tendering abaye a norm in our society. And on the AD or mine. Into as political leaders, as president, I will impose law and order, drastic penalty regime for those who have infractions, especially tinkering with our treasury. Say, Isika Semudu and Samekoka, Ghana Sika, Nianim Sinipa Airbressa. And those are the major issues that will be distinctly different from what we have been used to.
Mambra Katashiano, so Benum Tresse, Abrebiano say, Benum Parkunya, Soaba, Omoka Sombakon Katasha, and some Betanasoa. Still corruption the cost. Dear Ben, I would be a best. And some Nayana Nipakano, Yana Mentiasi. Whatever happens, a decision has to be taken. See a Quatraba. And Tientimin Casse Nipebi Yaba, Yentimia Yentino. See a better mobi. Me Pesamunia GDS me. Makwa Bemuda, yes, be a man Kwa Bemuda. I have been press secretary to Kufuor for over 5 years. And near my bonnie, I will more de a year come, say politician, buy a copiska, say, me, my beside. My record is there, clean record. In this close to 6 years, I served as press secretary to the president. My uncle Shushe, a dime, uncle Sisi, a dime, uncle Tuto state properties. I didn't do that. Intimidate me can, me pesa Ghana for near GDS and me can me, my ye be so that.
And yes, be a menye bida. So on the mystery. And as a press secretary, you are in the rank of a minister in a very powerful position. I did not abuse my office. And I'm not just saying it for saying sake. Made me who to me who see what they are check. The abo for real magana for whom say. If we are so bit me, the need ye jumading, I when you subejia, bonibia soma. Say the ha o mine. It's a new narrative that is gaining currency. I obia say oko politics ma sika na okope. Politics there. Oko say oko sumo mine. Me fapim. What I call my political doctrine is a triple S. Service, sacrifice, and selflessness. Service, just say, udu ubeye esum umay, asum party, asum umay. Sacrifice, so do humbe boa for it. And na selflessness, say unye pesimin kumenya, na se biade she wonu kwa betimi ye dia madu onibi. Me kanu say, amen kanu kweke. If you say me ya brand at the age of 30 years, me can service. Me masum me ko ya sum umay no. Sa time na wiase ehu ente sene. That Rollins na hwe so the two gina Ghana for so. Enso so ye pe obi agina national television so about the role ama Professor Dubois to support the campaign of the good old professor in 1992. Send them penny for okruma. I know many say me. Ehunti, most of them did not offer to do it. As a young 30-year-old young civil engineer working in a state establishment, I'm here Ghana Highway Authority. And so me accept me de me humble for it at the risk of my professional development, especially working in a state entity. At the time, so ne nyama kabima me kebi se newo. Na so dia for. And so me de me humble for it.
But the binomo ke me ntwa shon ye sorry. Binomo ke ka se ai na adene de mu nyina mu obotaye pasamba boa ma man Ghana tumpon but ye wo binuma aduro mo so ntinka mo ntwan e ma mo aduro mo so no nko na mo hwia na mo maba
yen MPP de ye free Susa no you could ne free democracy kebi ma men kebi to me a de ma obi di anim no enye yen ye to me nye de me pe ne hia de party for na Ghana for pe ne hia ye to aba we'll go back to a previous incarnation as Popular Front Party and now Progress Party. There be able to be a nipa 7, 8, 9, 92. Near Twaba. Ye Twaba ni we are. Dear party for no pen. Number Twaba man. The here say a dear need a boo Bema party. Ye be come now so said the name by Massachusetts for you. Be him who the actual I'm no more dink it. I want to hold a town hall meeting with them. Who can say we are? Made a major maybe. As a party for no share the maye. So, Masum Ekuno, Masum Eduwai, Masum President Kofo, my press secretary, my Juma presidency, Masabe general secretary of the party. Minin is Obi how was our experience, no? That is the main menu. Because Obi and who are deeply rooted in this party to say me. So on them, auntie, may can of sa 2 min woman some no. Auntie, a cock. Ye gina na mo ya ye boderu ye ka asem no mu di nkita ho no mo so som de to mo nsem no mo we na de ye mo fe no no ma to aba se ye hye ne sa na eye fe na ye di ani die and create a very enabling environment obi an se ye nsisi obi an ye nkinchim nipa se mremre nipa eno na ma enkabom no ye adwuma me de me gidi se MPP se won kabom a 2024 na mencha de ebetimi awene
nti uguso ya campaign no uhu se menka se fairness ana bibisa ba delegates na de ka officer obi twintwa amana mu ana se
because enye fair and that is the kind of politicians I think that we need to build. Se bibi because we party nkra na nya esi etimika ana hano to the be kaso na we party ni ntinye se wo ka na mani bi but we have to do it because the party no ya code of conduct. Yeah, I think the previous general secretary put out a code of conduct, ethics, as govern all the procedures towards parliamentary elections and presidential primaries. I can say we a party penimua. Me jina abonting and kasemini mancrofu jina tiny pechi. Regional executives, constituency executives, even senior figures in the party. And so Yehumbi deliberately flouting the party's regulations. especially the leaders of the parliamentary party. Oh my, Obia so Cosenobu, especially with the Shoma eta the establishment
Candidate backwards.
Appointees of the president. One after the other. Say Mayor Kumasi, Mayor Tamale, Chief Executive, MP, no way I can say, and yefe. Because about near Koto. President Kufo, many age, my foot 2 years. The Anto so about city. Mayor Tumo so about a couple of times in this MPP. So, Diminim City. Yeah, Koto Abbey, but my who did dance, Munim do Bewenio.
On delegates, and it's a delegates there. Or my dream won't to me. But he said, now, quiet, say, perceptional mean to me and landing to conclusion. But be no much stress, I say, lead it to, I say, yeah, Boba couldn't change Munina, as a influence be so, a binom say, messages be and ramming, Sakai, for instance, just say,
more and more Jinan Finfin as journalists, in a frame of the fourth estate of the realm. And no crow woman, Moka, and yes, is a clear orchestration to lead the party in a certain direction. So on them, John.
And I mean, a message I mean, Sakai and interest, I say. A binum use are buying vehicles and a dear Kahudi campaign support to be in a dear town. Now, we shall so I say, Casamuno, Mudia Momudin cry, you shed that ball a binum ding, sign a musifil, or your party member, what party, no, the party.
And for now, 2014 minutes, John Echo. All the establishment by our support. Nobody gave me a chance. Me the party, the meaning party, and just my deep party, my roots are deep. And so me the hospital 37. Able to win that election handsomely, massively, because party for no Jimmy. Only himself me obia, my record in this party is there for everyone to see. Say, Pobio tun wache. Didn't want bar for a year, Jumadea. Me come party through from 1992, and I'm a brandy and then nipa a Johnny through Krumhano. Me didn't move for I was prepared to risk my life. Inti the air caution of the Mestre and say party for no the 200,000 delegates in the Omaha. Inti near my moki can de Mubetima Trank and I say,
which matter baby Amopaka.
Mopenwaka, the Mopesa Moka. Nanso so. Omo na ekoto aba no omo na tijem na hihye wo so wo de hwe omo a atu adi nipa ba ko bi achi omo nyina ya omo a ase omo
nya omo ho bisi
so they want an extension of the status quo na status quo no so aboa oman no and aboa party no ana and it's a clear decision for the party people to make. I don't think so. I haven't gone around all the 16 regions. Makushia delegates, no, a lot of them, especially super delegates, no, which is the constituency chairman and the 275 constituency chairman, the 272 regional executives, the 138 members of parliament. Some of them, John. But the feel you pick from the ground is that more of the same will not work for MPP in 2024. More of the same. Into an extension. Look, we've had President Akufo-Addo and his running mate, Dr. Bawumia, for the last 16 years, from 2008. Change is good. If we are Sentina, presidential politics, you have 8 years mandate. They've been there for 16 solid years by 2024. And I mean, the party is not prepared to have an extension of a further 8 years. No. So, I can't pay. But I can tell you, on the ground, it's nowhere near the Amoki Kano.
There's a confidence, irrespective of the
and look at everybody's record. As MPP, as Ghanaians, are we happy where we are currently? The only MPP for
Ghana. But a bit no much less as I say Ghana, yet ding, you must say, horny, dear Cajon. Would you disagree?
And you be no nature. So on them, and the facts are there. And let's be honest with ourselves. I buy no, yes, for my near Yuma, quiet no money idea. A lot of work has been done, health infrastructure. I'm a party person, so it does not mean say Bibi so costing America. The way we handled the banking crisis wasn't the best. We cannot use 25 billion to solve a problem that was worth 8 billion. So on them sure. It's a fact. We in America is in the report. The auditor's report. No, near there. It's there. Okay. We all know what has happened to our currency. I mean, last year it was in a tailspin. Right now, you can't even tell whether it is 11, it is 10, it is 12.
Inflation is so said
Inflation went over 50%. So these are the hard facts. So we are Ghana here. It affects everyone. Economy does not know, it doesn't discriminate between MPP and NDC and CPP. So on them. And as a patriot of our party, we need to send a message to the Ghanaian people. We need a messenger who the Ghanaian people can trust. Someone who has a clean pair of hands, who doesn't have a lot of questions to answer.
And no patch, let's say.
May patch, let's say, we know the situation that we are in right now. And Ghanaians are not happy. I don't think it's in our own interest. Those who have been a key part of bringing us this far should be the ones to lead us going into 2024. And once we do that, we are risking. Now, sending someone like me will enhance the chances of the MPP to retain power in 2024.
Means right. Assembly na be kan twa to de amaya.
De meka ama obia tiase ne say Ghana for ye nyina no. We should know say we have a contribution to make to the resolution of our problems as Ghanaians. Very important. So, na media my bind to say the meka me ba the critical things are making to cut the waste, to reduce the waste in society. In Ghana, there's too much waste in our public sector. And
the
examples are what I've given you. We have large governments that has to be reduced, the cost of doing business in Ghana, the cost of public contracts. You know, idea I wouldn't say idea wow bet me 10 cities, I buy a 50 cities. That should stop. So once we cut down the waste, it will release a lot of resources. I bet media I provide a human and then also imposing law and order and compliance and to create jobs. For instance, maybe a civil engineer. If you look into the built environment area, now I'm saying there's been about 3 or 4 building collapses in Ghana, which means monitoring and managing projects is faulty. The assemblies, they don't even have the personnel, a bit more what we call building monitors, building inspectors. These are all opportunities for job creation. So, if we enforce order, say we'll see that, you need a certified builder. You need approved designs. You need to build according to regulations. In Ghana, it hardly happens. Compliance, any quality control, any quality assurance are here to create the health and safety, occupational hazards at workplaces. All these things has the potential to create jobs. So even street cleaning, getting small companies to set up cleaning companies, cleaning the streets of Accra and improve the sanitation. These are things that I believe say a job creation of opportunity. Media made me feel say, oh man, where we are now, there's a need for us to create a new dawn, a new dimension, a new direction, a new Ghanaian, even our orientation, our understanding of public service, any governance, any party politics, SSS. Now I'm saying, no contribution,
no chop.
The mentality is who contributed, it's wrong. I want that narrative to disappear in Ghana. You go to serve. That is why countries like America, it is through the sacrifice and the service of patriots of this country na haye. And the end, said that you call it is a piece of cake near Kuchucha, near check, near party from Kwendi. No. You go into office, you serve the whole country, of course. You say, Akukoba, Obe Ninino, Unya, Abebesre.
And what did he say? What did he say? MPP for you say, Kodoma Nima, now only 2024 about to you say obetimi ne mahama afesi bi mahama wo hwema am say wo koba bia manfo boni din binom say onsa amara binom so onsa amara wo say dia ben na wo beyi a obetimi
bia me cry then ho yem won because you see wo kotena akonwa so a I don't think that's all come back to the same spot. Yama opportunity as vice president at the time when Professor Mills no cry na ho do no kakra until you were virtually in control of the country. Free Moon House be a president for more than 4 years. The only Chimbia is bit me IBS and guess what? And I mean, he's someone Ghanaians have given an opportunity and failed and was thrown out. And I don't think if I'm the candidate, Ghanaians will trust me more because they know that I have new ideas, I'm firm, I'm tough. Everybody knows that I'm a disciplinarian. And I will have zero tolerance for corruption and so many other things that gives me a bigger advantage than him, who the Omahunejuma, and they've driven him
you
out.
See also what they
well,
I
mean, I don't think the society should give a chance to somebody who's had his opportunity already. Mm-hmm. He's had his opportunity and he's fluffed his lines. And I think that is the bigger problem for me is to win the mandate of the NPP.
In conclusion, very good.
When I win that nomination, I know I'll be able to win the minds and the hearts of Ghanaians. And almost me the 2 million.
To this MPP, Akonya no sabeka na be lead your man break the 8.
I'm not going to sit here and say me GDC and I say me GDC. I'm doing my very best. I'm communicating with the party people. 2 million women, I'm giving them an option. They have an option of someone who has been tutored in this party, our Nimpenifo party, and has benefited from that experience working at the presidency with Kufuor for close to 6 years, working from Adubu Ahen's time, and as a lead campaigner for the current president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in 1998. So I know this party deeply. So I know the aspirations and the views of the party and the problems that they face. There's no better person to deal with this MPP than someone who was voted as General Secretary massively in 2014. Enti me nim say 2 million omsem na wo. Ye de ne say ye beko na ye no makokasa. Na ye jade aka ma wo. Say ye nyen hihye no pepepe afutu amede ama national executives. Say ye beto aba na bibia akofefefe. Edodo no to ne yi de obebda di mu a. Na nyina atimi atache. Me nim say omutie ye kasa yi na omuhwe yesu ne ye ban ne ye record ombehu se me na yeso omosoma me because politics right now what we need are serious minded people so enye se binye tutujagu ena enye chobo ye dede we need thinking people who can solve problems of our country decisive people who are prepared to take the difficult decisions so and I have that kind of character. And I have worked as a public servant in Ghana Highways. I've worked at the presidency before. I've worked as a private engineering consultant. And Ghana hasn't had the opportunity with an engineer or a technical person as president. I bring a new dimension because as a technical person, we are very focused. We are results-oriented. And I will chase progress. And that is what we need in this country, to be able to elevate our country and change direction. Because it's not reinventing the wheel. If you look at the model in Singapore and Malaysia, it's about what I'm talking about. Implementation, doing things right in our country. And no nama ehwachire bibia.
Ana we better was pa. No for no eye owura Kwabena Agyapong na moti 7 no etwetwe nkomo no. Asame na beka etwa to achira manfo.
Oh man. See where I'm so woman on it and now you
Ghana nyina wi ase ayi 40 about 40 the whole world yeah
enyin tum se oman Ghana no ehu hia na se woni Ghana for ni bi kasa that spirit of patriotism e dey nsabeto aka se me ye bibi di abo man baka se no atochima so and oman no be ye ejina ye nyina so and it's better to have a great country that we all live in than say won ko abenya bibi. Say pesiminkum I talk about selflessness. So be pesiminkum say me kwa kotena room baby na ma tutu galam say na ma say ensu a me nuanom benum nam de me nko amenye sika die no de me gidi se nya sa na ehia.
Anyway, we there short 1 second pen how there you no friends of Bawumia wa chairman na wa Ghana and Saddam was say tell General he's looking good and that I invite him to join Friends of Bawumia as a patron. That's my work.
Well, and the on but it's the party people who decide. See, you never got trouble. A trouble. You see, the field shall decide. A trouble near Kenya. Now, we can do being at the door. Say they mean to me.
Yeah, but that was it. You, I don't know, Ora, Kwabena Agyapong, I'm going to say, no, at your train, come on. At the Munyana, I say, Mujani, I mean, the daddy Fred, Mone, Erade, and Tenasi, Akra Munyana, Auntie Moma by. At the Munyana, I must say.